field. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win home. Watch safety creeping. Leo. Safety creeping. Shoot.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Slip. Check. Hold up. Squeeze. Go. Fight.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Panthers will get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. McCaffrey following the penalty. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
3rd and long here for Rosen. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now a handoff looking right. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Steelers 1st down.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready. Check line 54. Line 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Yeah. Look at me. Go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
It's just me and you.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's 3rd and 16.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
I can't believe you let you play. I can't. Hey, seam 6.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Panthers. 45 yards. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, and it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. For that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
from the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, third and goal.
Motion, motion, motion. Hurry, hurry.
From the gun, it's Rosen. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Right back to him on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
50, play. Greystone, travel.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd
Good.
and 9.
Drop.
And to give this time to the tailback. Room here to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 31-yard line.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, two. Mike 54. Mike 50.
Looking to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go. Pilot, 64. Weak.
2nd and 4. Complete to Washington. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. He'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Hug. Jam. Switch.
To throw is Rosen. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist. Same.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, lock it.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Under 10.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And down inside the 15 he goes. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Hey, here we go. Alert.
On 3rd down, Rosen. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At their 48-yard line.
Hey, Haywood. 55. I'm going to run you over. Mike.
From just shy of midfield, Rosen. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Begin. Monday. Shift. Watch the shift. Check. Lock hard. Monday.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Record. Check 99. Slam. Middle. Hatchet. Hey, quarter.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Mike 22 is coming. 22 is coming. Mike. Check. Run that. Alert. Check. Shit. Hey, quarter.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And he's going to go down again. Robert Kimdichie able to record his 5th sack of the season. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
60 Pittsburgh.
A gain of 12.
Gone.
First down, Steelers.
No. Check 50. Topper. He's coming, double up. Let's go.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here we go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Get ready. You draw perfect.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Let's go. Two-jet bomber.
Third and long.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Dante Jackson picks it. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Rosen will throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Hey, box drop.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go, dude. Tighten up.
They'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. Boy, people are really happy about those picks. Any fantasy team that has this defense.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire, lady.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Here's Rosen to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Down. 90 Wolf.
54 Mike.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these punts.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
I got one.
Recon, 132 fighter. Leo.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let it go deep for the end. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Steelers, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take